वं नुमः स्वातिकं शिवं वं नुमः स्वातिकं शिवम्.
With the blessings of the Almighty and the Gurus, I take forward the journey of Nalanda's Global Webshala. My humble gratitude to Nalanda's founder director, Padma Bhushan, Dr. Srimati Kanak Rele, Principal, Dr. Srimati Uma Rele, and heartfelt thanks to Vaidehi Relelal, Vigneshji, and Narendraji, who are relentlessly working towards editing, lining, and uploading of the Webshala chapters. While thinking about a topic to speak on, it was the enactment of stories and tales that came to my mind first. Delving a little deeper and trying to get a better understanding of what I had in mind, it was my childhood which I remembered. The first memories were those of the sparkle of jewelry the artist wore, the beauty of the clothes, and the smile which melted the heart. Once that phase got over and a slightly grown-up person, the mind looked beyond the dazzle. It was the different realm into which the person on stage could transport me to. With mere movements of the hands or the eyes, I could be taken to the banks of Yamuna, the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the Vatika where Sita sat imprisoned, or the calm home of a woman happily sitting and churning butter. How could one do that? How was the magic possible? And no, this time the person on stage wasn't even someone with dazzling jewelry or resplendent clothes. It was not the physical self alone which did the magic. Then what was it? My query had begun. Continuing to think on those lines over the years, many questions got answered, but new ones kept cropping up. Over the course of time, being trained under dance educationists and pioneers of our times, I knew and I learned that this magic is called Abhinaya. Given a chance to speak on Nalanda's Webshala, I gathered the courage to speak and share my thoughts. Involvement of self in Abhinaya. Abhinaya, an inseparable component of Natya, the ancient system of dramaturgy. Abhinaya in Indian classical dance is a rare asset, possibly the most engaging way to showcase classical Indian literature or Sahitya. The principles of Natya has been laid down by sage Bharata in his exhaustive treatise Natya Shastra, the science of drama that throws light on Indian aesthetics, poetics, and performing arts. Much later, still questioning and inquiring, destiny brought me to Nalanda. A well-stocked library resplendent with books which dealt with dance and all related subjects. Not only that, here was an institute which was doing serious research on dance, and students compulsorily were made to learn. They were taught about Indian aesthetics, Sanskrit drama, rasa theory, and all related allied subjects. During my master's studies at Nalanda, I absorbed, learnt, and grew under the able guidance of all my revered teachers, and from watching and learning directly from our pioneer, Dr. Srimati Kanak Rele, who continues to mesmerize us with her magic called Abhinaya. The word self has various meanings: body, mind, intellect, ego, persona, identity, character, soul. During the initial phase of my formal training in dance under Guru Dr. Malavika Mitra in Kolkata, the idea of bearing the soul, leaving behind inhibitions while enacting a character, these were taught. an otherwise impressionable youngster taught at home to be careful about expressing your thoughts freely. Well, a few decades back, things were different from what they are today for a young person. For that person, expressing Shringar was not very easy. Pieces or compositions devoid of amorous feeling, those came out much better. A tiny bit, which is still a favorite, a small story about a little girl who is going out of her house to play with Krishna. A story encapsulated in words, tal and lay. So she leaves her home, and on the way she sees a beautiful little flower which she plucks, and she was about to put it to her hair. The Mali, the gardener, comes and catches her hand. It's the humiliation, the anger and the sorrow which is expressed in this small kavita. It goes like this. Da adin da da din din da na din din da da din din da 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 din din da na din din da. एक समय गृह से निकसी आल पहिर के चीर सुरंगी साड़ी खेलत कूदत जाही रही सखी जाही रही नंदलाल की बाड़ी कच्ची कली एक तोड़ लई यही कारण बाह मरोरत माली आग लगी ब्रज की बगिया एक फूल के कारण लाखन गारे एक फूल के कारण लाखन गारे एक फूल के कारण लाखन गारे But like I mentioned, compositions requiring one to step out of the comfort zone, those weren't as simple. There were times I wanted to escape to save myself the embarrassment of not being able to do what Didi taught me, Dr. Malavika Mitra taught me. But she would have none of it. And under her watchful eyes and her discipline, I crossed over a few hurdles. A small Abhinaya piece.
बैठे सोचे ब्रजबान बैठे सोचे ब्रजबान सुनाना यूं मोरा धाम सुनाना यूं मोरा धाम नहीं आए नहीं आए नहीं आए घर शाम नहीं आए घर शाम खिरी आए बदरी नहीं आए घर शाम घिरी आए बदरी आए सावन की बहार आए सावन की बहार आए सावन की बहार करे मुरवा पुकार आए सावन की बहार आई बहार पड़े बूंद ना पुकार पड़े बूंद ना पुकार करे मोरवा पुकार घेरी आए बदरी घेरी आए बदरी घेरी आए बदरी
According to Bharata, Abhinaya is classified into 4 types: Angika, Vachika, Aharya, and Satvika. Angika Abhinaya pertaining to the body, Sharira, to the face, Mukhaja, and the body in general. Vachika Abhinaya deals with the use of speech in theatrical representations. Aharya Abhinaya deals with the use of costume, jewelry, makeup, etc. And Satvika Abhinaya deals with the expression of psychic states intimately associated with emotional conditions. At the onset of Abhinaya Darpana, the author Nandikeshwara invokes Lord Shiva in a solemn verse. All 4 Abhinayas are stated, but Satvika Abhinaya's importance or significance can be gauged from the fact that while the first 3 have been referred to as the manifestation of Lord Shiva, Satvika Abhinaya has been equated to the cosmic dancer himself. Satvika Abhinaya deals with the expression of psychic states intimately associated with emotional conditions. A dancer registers on his face the appropriate expression in keeping with the import of the song or the piece to which he is dancing and creates the right mood. Sanskrit scholars call this process Rasabhinaya. It is this particular mode of expression which dominates the dance. It covers all the 9 aesthetic emotions experienced universally. They are Shringara, Veera, Karuna, Adbhuta, Raudra, Hasya, Bhayanaka, Vibhatsa, and Shanta. In Kathak context, though not very consciously, and as it came to him as an oral tradition, the dancer in the later period was perhaps not aware of the principles of the Natya Shastra, except by way of some knowledge of it passed on by the Guru Shishya Parampara, the order of the teacher and the taught. Guru Shishya Parampara is strong and vivid in classical dances and is very much so in Kathak. It gives tradition a strong identity and character and therefore is clear about the do's and don'ts of the scope and limitations of the medium. The Kathak dancer followed the same principles which led to the culmination of aesthetic enjoyment, rasa nishpatti. Whatever the context, the Kathak dancer employed the scheme of delineating the rasa following the Rasa Sutra, which explains how the rasa is generated and experienced. In the everyday mundane life, feeling is manifested and accompanied by cause, effect, and elements which naturally accompany them. The cause, karana, the effect, karya, and the accompanying elements are the sahakarya. The cause are the happenings and various situations in life. The karya or the effects are the visible reactions caused by our bodily gestures. And the concomitant elements are the temporary feelings accompanying it. The fundamental permanent state of mind are 8. The occasional non-permanent states, according to Bharata, are 33. There are myriad layers and modulations in all human mental states. A sentiment is different from ordinary emotions. It is generic and disinterested, while emotion is individual and immediately personal. While an emotion is painful or pleasant, a sentiment is impersonal joy, characteristic of contemplation of the Supreme Being by the adept, a bliss which is absolute without personal feeling. A sentiment is produced by the union of determinants, consequent and transitory feelings, the vibhava, the anubhava and the vyabhichari bhavas respectively. Knowledge is powerful, for it gives the basis to any theory, helps one looking for answers, putting them in the right direction and perspective, and reading works by ancient thinkers and intellectuals definitely came as a blessing. Yet in my case the questions kept mounting. If Abhinaya was incomplete without the deep concentration of the mind, then how does one achieve it? How much was more? How much was less? What was the role of the body in this? If one was allowed to improvise, innovate or modify, then to what length can one go? While studying about the school of poetics at Nalanda, we came across the Auchitya theory, Auchitya or appropriateness. Although this was in the context of Kavya, I felt it was deeply associated with dance as well, especially with Abhinaya. What was appropriate and what was not? Learning under renowned gurus and teachers like Dr. Malavika Mitra, Guru Madhurita Sarang, Guru Shama Bhate at Nalanda, Guru Rajendra Gangani at Nalanda, although in different words, but they all spoke about internalization. They all spoke about building our understanding of the composition or character level by level. To be able to deeply empathize, to be aware of the allied arts, philosophy, mythology, study of Nayak, Nayikas, the Nayika Bhed, the Ashtanayikas, etc. One more concept which was an eye-opener was the concept of Sadharanikarana or depersonalization, where you stop being yourself and become the character. Reading the highly acclaimed Bhava Nirupana by Dr. Srimati Kanakrele, the part which dealt with this concept was a pure joy to read. In Nalanda Webshala Part 1, we hear her speak on this concept, along with very heart-touching anecdotes between herself and her guru. My tryst with this magic called Abhinaya will continue. I will remember that as classical dancers, we have certain responsibilities as teachers and as healers. And although we have different ways of honoring this commitment, it is something we all should be aware of. At this, I quote from a book. To contextualize and contemporize tradition and their values in the light of the present requires a mind that is dynamic and unafraid of change and challenge. A mind modern and ancient in equal proportions. One that does not take sides but fosters dialogue between the two extremes. A mind that is not caught in conflicting duality but can see the multiple potentialities inherent in each moment and can manifest some of these in thoughts and actions. A yogi's focused, incisive, compassionate mind, perhaps. Because my choice of this topic had enactment of stories in its base, I'll conclude with one. We'll enter the story midway due to lack of time. It is the very famous story of little Krishna stealing butter. Mother has caught him red-handed and has no other way of taking out the truth from him, because for each accusation he has some excuse or the other ready. She is exasperated. She says, "Do not lie anymore." Here, Krishna takes a different angle and starts buttering her up. Yes, a piece from the very popular famous bhajan by saint poet Surdas, "Maiya Mori, main nahi makhan khayo." conclude the topic of today's involvement of self in Abhinaya. Thank you and Namaskar.